The stars had always been a source of wonder for humanity, a canvas of endless possibilities painted across the night sky. Yet, those same stars bore witness to humanity's greatest triumphs and most profound failures. Among them, empires rose and fell, species thrived and vanished, and the fragile thread of peace was often severed by ambition and hubris. For the people of Earth, the stars represented hope, a frontier where their ingenuity could flourish. But the arrival of the Zyntherian Empire shattered that dream. The Zyntherians came without warning, their colossal ships blotting out the sun, casting cities into shadow. They were not the benevolent explorers humanity had hoped to meet, but conquerors who saw Earth as another gem in their galactic crown. Their demands were simple yet cruel: submission, servitude, and the forfeiture of all planetary autonomy. Resistance meant annihilation. The ultimatum echoed through Earth's networks, a chilling proclamation from beings who spoke of peace while preparing for war. Humanity's leaders convened, their faces etched with dread. Generals argued for surrender, believing survival under oppression was preferable to extinction. Scientists spoke of technological disparity, highlighting humanity's meager defenses against the Zyntherians' advanced weaponry. Yet, amidst the cacophony of despair, a voice rose, firm and unyielding. Dr. Elena Voss, a physicist with a sharp mind and an unbreakable spirit, stood at the center of the council. "We cannot bow to them," she said, her voice steady. "To surrender is to abandon everything that makes us human. Freedom, creativity, the very essence of who we are. They will take it all. If we fight, we may die. But if we submit, we cease to live." Her words ignited a spark, a glimmer of defiance that spread like wildfire. Across continents, nations united under a single banner, setting aside centuries of conflict. Engineers worked tirelessly, repurposing satellites into weapons, crafting new tools of war from the remnants of peacetime industries. Soldiers trained harder, their resolve steeled by the knowledge that they were fighting not just for their lives, but for the survival of their species. The first skirmish was disastrous. The Zyntherians' technology was far superior, their tactics refined by centuries of conquest. Earth's forces were decimated, their fleets reduced to debris that floated lifelessly in orbit. But humanity learned. Each defeat revealed a weakness, a flaw in the Zyntherian armor. Guerrilla tactics replaced head-on engagements, and cyber attacks disrupted the Empire's seemingly infallible systems. Scientists like Dr. Voss worked tirelessly, uncovering secrets buried within the Zyntherian stolen technology. Months turned into years. The war transformed Earth into a battleground, its skies a perpetual theater of destruction. Cities fell, rebuilt, and fell again. But amidst the chaos, humanity endured. They discovered that the Zyntherians, for all their technological might, were not invincible. Their strength lay in their unity, their hive-like obedience to a central authority. Humanity's strength lay elsewhere, in its chaos, its individuality, and its ability to adapt. Dr. Voss and her team made a breakthrough. Deep within the wreckage of a Zyntherian dreadnought, they uncovered the existence of the Nexus, a colossal station that served as the Empire's nerve center. Destroying it would cripple the Zyntherian fleet, severing the command structures that kept their forces coordinated. But the Nexus was heavily guarded, orbiting a star on the far side of the galaxy. Reaching it would require a desperate gamble. The plan was audacious, bordering on suicidal. A small fleet of human ships, retrofitted with stolen Zyntherian technology, would infiltrate enemy lines. Their goal was to plant a device, an experimental weapon capable of collapsing the Nexus's core. Volunteers flooded in, knowing the mission was a one-way ticket. Among them was Captain Idris Kane, a pilot renowned for his daring maneuvers and unshakable loyalty. "This isn't just about Earth," Kane said during a briefing. "It's about every world the Zyntherians have enslaved, every voice they've silenced. We're not just fighting for ourselves, we're fighting for freedom itself." The fleet departed under the cover of a solar storm, their ships blending into the electromagnetic chaos. The journey was harrowing, fraught with ambushes and mechanical failures. Yet, against all odds, they reached the Nexus. The station loomed before them, a monolith of alien architecture glowing with an eerie light. The team worked quickly, navigating its labyrinthine corridors, evading patrols, and planting the weapon at the heart of the station. But the Zyntherians were not unprepared. Alarms blared as soldiers swarmed the intruders. A fierce battle erupted, the halls of the Nexus echoing with the sounds of gunfire and the screams of the dying. Kane and his team fought valiantly, buying time for Dr. Voss, who had joined the mission to oversee the weapon's deployment. Wounded and outnumbered, Kane made the ultimate sacrifice, holding off the enemy while the others escaped. The weapon detonated. A cascade of energy ripped through the Nexus, its systems overloading in a cataclysmic chain reaction. The station imploded, taking with it the Zyntherian Central Command. Across the galaxy, their fleets faltered, their coordination shattered. On Earth, cheers erupted as the news spread. The war was far from over, but the tide had turned. In the years that followed, humanity rebuilt. The scars of war remained, etched into the landscape and the collective memory of a species that had stared extinction in the face. The Zyntherian Empire crumbled, their former subjects rising up to reclaim their freedom. Humanity forged alliances with these newly liberated worlds, creating a coalition dedicated to ensuring that no empire would ever again dominate the stars. Dr. Elena Voss stood on a rebuilt Earth, gazing up at the night sky. The stars were no longer a symbol of fear, but of resilience and hope. Humanity had denied submission, proving that even in the face of overwhelming odds, the spirit of freedom could not be extinguished. The stars would remember, and so would she.